Beverly Eileen Inbidi Larse, and I will discuss the topic about the organic standards and certification. So what is certification? Certification is when an independent and competent third party verifies and confirms that a product, service, system, process, or material conforms to specific requirements. There are two parts of certification process. First is inspection to verify. Inspection to verify that production and handling are carried out in accordance with the standards against which certification is to be done. Second is certification to confirm. Certification to confirm that production and handling conforms to those standards. What are the importance of applying for certification? Certification is needed to ensure that products labeled as organic are produced and handled in accordance with the specified organic standards. Certification creates trust in organic labeling and promotes fair competition in the marketplace. Certification demonstrates to customers, competitors, suppliers, staff, and investors that industry-respected practices are used. Also, certification is important because it demonstrates to stakeholders that the business is run effectively. It ensures continual improvement and refinement of activities. And lastly, it can improve overall performance, remove uncertainty, and widen market opportunities. Organic pioneers such as Rudolf Steiner, Robert Rodale, Albert Howard, and Lady A. Balfour first published their ideas on agriculture in the 1920s, 1930s, and 1940s. Alright, let's move on to the different types of certification system and certifying body. So we have first party certification. It means certifying yourself or self-assessment. Then we have second party certification, in which certifier usually has some form of relationship with a business being certified. And lastly, third party certification, which is a neutral independent evaluation. To deepen our understanding about each type of certification, first, let us have the first party certification. So the first party certification occurs when the producer with installed internal control system claims that the farm is organic. So the system exists in areas or communities where the producer and consumer know each other. In the first party certification, farm or processing activity is open for consumer inspection. So an example of the first party certification is Participatory Guarantee System, or PGS. So what is Participatory Guarantee System? Participatory Guarantee System, or PGS, is based on recognized and publicly available standards for organic practice. So the pillars of PGS are first, active participation, then trust, transparency, educational learning process, decision-making processes are horizontal, organization is highly decentralized, incorporated into a larger networks, locally focused, and achieving food security and sovereignty. Verification or validation process of PGS. First, producer completes a questionnaire on past and present production practices. Second, the certification committee reviews the questionnaire, and if there are no obvious violations of organic standards, a visit to the production site is scheduled. Third, the certification committee visits the production site and fills out a checklist covering the basic organic control. Fourth, a meeting is held during which the committee decides to certify with conditions or deny certification. In addition, the producer is classified as natural or organic because natural is different from organic. And lastly, a letter outlining the committee decision is delivered to the producer. So if certification is denied, assistance is offered to help the producer to make the transition to organic production. So if certification is achieved, so the producer can immediately begin selling organic products in the market. In addition, if certification is achieved, that is not the end, okay? So the follow-up communication and visits are essential to ensure that producers meet with any conditions for certification and to assist with continued capacity building. Alright, second-party certification. Second-party certification occurs when the consumer verifies the production system and farmer or processor adheres to the standard set by the consumers. Consumers inspect the farms before a marketing agreement and activity takes place. This type of guarantee system sits in a situation where there exists an organized consumer and producer group. So an example of this kind of system is the Community Supported Agriculture, or the CSA. So what is the Community Supported Agriculture? CSA is defined as a direct marketing partnership between a farmer or farmers and a committed network of community supporters or consumers who help provide a portion of a given farm's operating budget by purchasing shares of the season's harvest in advance of the growing season. According to Robin Van En, when you combine food producers, food consumers, and annual commitment to one another, that is equal to CSA. As you can see in the illustration, there is a direct relationship between a farmer or the producer and the consumers who are the shareholders. This kind of system is a win-win situation. So the farmer is responsible for manpower while the shareholders are responsible for financial support. Maybe you are wondering, what are the benefits of these two in this kind of system? So the farmer will be having a reliable market at an equitable price, while the shareholders, so they will receive fresh, local, and affordable produce grown by the people they know and trust. So the objectives of this type of system are to create an alternative distribution system independent of the conventional produce market. Second, develop a mutual understanding of the needs of both producers and consumers. And lastly, develop a better way of life through mutually supported producer or consumer interactions and cooperation. Okay, the third-party certification. So it is only verification process for organic agriculture that issues a certificate. So the system is done by a party without direct interest in the economic relationship between the supplier and the buyer. Again, when we say certification, certification is the formal and documented procedure by which a third party assures that the organic production standards are followed. So it leads to consumers' trust, gives organic farming a distinct identity and credibility, and of course, accessible through organic mark on the products. So these are the certification bodies. It can be private, non-governmental body, a public body, or the combination of the two. So in here, so the government certification bodies are Europe, US, Japan, Canada, Australia, Thailand, India, and China. While the private initiative, we have IFOAM and CertAll, or Certification Alliance. Here in our country, we have Organic Certification Center of the Philippines, or OCCP. It is the only accredited organic certifier in the Philippines. OCCP's organic seal is recognized only in the country, thus serving as a guarantee to would-be consumers of organic products. OCCP and its services. First, organic standard setting. So under organic standard setting, we have organic production and processing, organic rice, organic muscovado, and draft organic fisheries. Number 2, farm processing, smallholders, organic fertilizer and distributors or traders. So number 3, organic inspection for foreign certifying bodies. Number 4, trainings and seminars. So they have many trainings and seminars. Under trainings and seminars, we have seminar on organic agriculture, seminar on organic standards and certification, technical training on organic agriculture technologies, installation of internal control system for group certification, JAS grading systems installation, and technical consultancy for international certification. Number 5, research. OCCP's intervention in research is on organic standard for urban agriculture. And lastly, policy advocacy. So, the accreditation of OCCP in 2004. So, OCCP was formally accredited by the Department of Agriculture. OCCP International Certifying Body Partner. So, we have CERES GmbH or Certification of Environmental Standards. And the other one is Certification Alliance or CERTAL. Certification Alliance or CERTAL is a partnership between local and international organic certification bodies, inspectors, and supporting development organizations. So the members of Certification Alliance are from the East Asia. In East Asia, the Organic Food Development and Certification Center of China or OFDC. In Southeast Asia, the Organic Agriculture Certification Thailand or ACT, Organic Alliance Malaysia or OAM, Promoting Organic Farming and Marketing in Laos or PROFIL, and of course our very own Organic Certification Center of the Philippines or OCCP. In South Asia, the Organic Certification Nepal or OCN and Sri Cert of Sri Lanka. So in Europe, Instituto per la Certificación Ética en Ambientale or ICEA. Moving on, the Philippine National Standards for Organic Agriculture and Processing. So if you still remember, most of the video assigned to us in making kernel notes were PNS for OAP reviewer. So that is because Philippine National Standards for Organic Agriculture and Processing is the basic reference document. So if a farm or processing facility is certifiable or not. So the national standards are composed of the following. Aims of organic agriculture and processing, basis of organic agriculture and processing, conversion of organic agriculture, crop production, animal husbandry, processing, special products, labeling, and consumer information. Alright, the certification procedure. First, application. Second, inspection assignment. Then, actual inspection. Fourth, writing and submission of inspection report. Then 5, deliberation of the certification committee. 6th, release of certification decision. And lastly, appeal. So what are the requirements in application for certification? Okay, so study, compliance, documentation, planning, inspection, and of course, fee. And finally, organic labeling. Being able to label food product as organic is a valuable marketing advantage in today's consumer market. So that would be all. I hope you learned something today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.